a lot of xenophobic comments on my post about my boyfriend being from Zimbabwe and the fact that he has multiple identities. And one comment that made me laugh is where this guy says to me that since my man is here legally in South Africa, he 55% forgives me for dating a foreign national. And it's hilarious because all I can say to this guy is, dude, I do not even want your forgiveness. I don't need it. It's not something that I am looking for in this life, okay? A lot of South African men who are xenophobic think that South African women date foreign nationals just to spite them. And honestly, it's not that. It's just that you guys aren't good enough to date anyway. Because personally, I like intelligent men, okay? I was raised by an intelligent man. They are intelligent men in my family. My siblings are intelligent men. And so I just, intelligence is an important part of a person, even like when I choose my friendships, And I can appreciate that there's different types of intelligence.
Welcome back to my channel, Ijoma TV. So this South African lady is out to say the reason why she, as a South African woman, why she can never date South African man. She says she will not, that a lot of people are dragging her. Why is she dating foreigners? According to her, she's dating a Zimbabwe man, but people are dragging her. So she's here now to let us know the reason why she can never date South Africa. She is a South African woman. So guys, listen and hear from her first. I will be right back. Feel free to drop your opinion while watching this video. Help me to share and subscribe. Watch and listen to what she's saying in this amazing video. Like I said, I will be right back to drop my own opinion.
But, that's the general kind of crux of the types of people that I like to surround myself with. And one thing is that xenophobia is a symptom of having a room temperature IQ. Like, no one intelligent is actually xenophobic to the point where they will say to a complete stranger that they forgive them for dating a foreign national. It's just bonkers, okay? And another thing is a lot of xenophobic South African men will say, "Oh, well, they're taking all our women." And I'm like, you guys are not we are not in your league. Okay, you guys are not serious about life, all right? And even if these men were still in their home countries, we wouldn't date you either. And don't get me started on the sociopathic tendencies that you have to unalive us women when we start to have a voice or want to break up with you. You think that legal immigration is a problem in this country. You think that legal immigration is what's holding us back. I can agree that illegal immigration is a problem everywhere in the world, but that doesn't mean that every foreign national in this country is here illegally, okay? So let's just calm down. It's the penultimate day of 2025. Let's have a good time, open a daiquiri or something, and let's celebrate Bafana Bafana's win. So you guys may not know this, but my man is from Zimbabwe, and he's basically been living here since 2011 and everything. And what's so funny to me is that he has multiple identities, especially when it comes to sports. For example, he supports India because, he's Indian, like ethnicity wise, and then he supports Zimbabwe, and then he supports South Africa because he's been living here for most of his adult life. And did I leave anything out? Okay, cool. So he's got basically those. Oh, and then Zambia because his mom is from Zambia. So now South Africa is playing Zimbabwe in AFCON today. And I told this man, I said to him, if Bafana Bafana win, then you can't suddenly be South African. You need to like just stick to being Zimbabwean and accepting the loss. He can't just go all like willy nilly. And he's like, "Oh, well, I'm also going to wear my Zim shirt today." And I'm like, exactly. So you can't just change it up and suddenly become South African just because Zimbabwe loses. Anyway, good luck, Bafana.
My brother, it's not like that. We love South African men. That's why most women get so frustrated when they don't do right, because we love them. We want them to do the right thing. And it doesn't take away from the fact that there are great South African men out there. There are great South African men that we wish that they could just, their greatness can just cover everybody, but it doesn't. So we are calling out those that are not doing right. Trust me, I'm not the one to come here and say South African men are trash and whatnot, but what I said needed to be said so that they know that when they are out here on social media bashing South African women for jumping ship or for dating outside their race, they need to look inwards. They need to look inwards. What are they doing that's making most South African women or some South African women decide to date outside their race in South Africa? Trust me, we love South African men. And it doesn't take away from those that are doing the right thing by their kids. I talked about child support because it's the main thing that is just preventing future leaders from taking their places, because children, I don't know how I can say this. It's sad because when a parent doesn't look after their child, how do they expect the future to be bright? How do they expect the future to be brighter? We need to talk more about this. We need to talk more about this because when it comes to children, I'm very sensitive because I know that what we do affects them. What we don't do affects them still. So we have no choice but to do the right thing, and we have no choice but to call out those parents that are not taking responsibility towards their children. I'm sorry, but that I will not stop saying.
Welcome back, guys. So, if you have watched up to this moment, what do you think about their decision? The reason why they say they cannot uh, date a South African man. To me, anything relationship is choice. If you choose to date foreigner, it's left for you. Maybe that is where they find peace. If you still choose to date your best people, is better, because dating your person or marrying your own person, you have more advantage. You can even speak the same language, you can communicate and hear each other, because a lot of people are in marriage today, but they are facing the challenge of language barrier. Yes, so I believe that when you are with your own person, you have more advantage than outsider. So in this case, I will say in anything relationship is by personal decision. It's choice. Yes. So let me know what you think under the comment section. Share this video, drop your opinion, subscribe to this Ijoma TV. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.